I'm using salmon for these fish cakes, but you could also use a white-fleshed fish. I'm going to put everything into the food processor. This is such a fast, quick and easy recipe. I've got 350 grams of chopped up salmon, free of skin and bone, 50 grams of butter, 2 cloves of garlic, which I'm going to crush or finely grate actually in, and 125 grams of breadcrumbs, which does look like a lot, but you need the breadcrumbs in here to kind of bind all the ingredients together. 1 egg, 1 lime, juiced, or half a lemon, 1 teaspoon, 1 generous teaspoon of Dijon mustard, a couple of teaspoons of Worcester sauce, 1 good teaspoon of Tabasco chili sauce, a few spring onions, about 4 spring onions, or sometimes if they're a bit thinner, I'd use 1 or 2 more. And you could even put in here some chopped coriander or some chopped parsley. I'm going to leave these plain because I'm serving them with a coriander and lime mayonnaise. Some salt. And some pepper. And process the whole mixture until it comes together. The fish is going to get kind of whizzed up in the food processor, so it'll be quite fine. There we go. And I'm just going to taste a tiny little bit and see if the seasoning's good. If you don't want to taste this raw, well then of course you can cook a little bit on a frying pan. It's lovely. So, heat a frying pan, add in a little bit of olive oil, and then shape these. You can of course make tiny, say little balls if you wanted to have these with drinks or canapes, or you can make slightly larger patty shape fish cakes. So once the olive oil has warmed up a bit in the pan, add them in. When they're golden on one side, turn them over and allow them to cook on the other side. Lovely. Okay. While the little fish cakes are cooking, I'm going to make some coriander and lime mayonnaise very quickly. So for this, I've got 2 eggs, which I'm going to separate, use the whites for something else. There. Add in a pinch of salt. Then some mustard. A good generous half teaspoon or 3/4 of a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Juice of half a lime. If I'm making a plain basic mayonnaise, I would use white wine vinegar. And then measure out 8 fluid ounces or 225 mils of oil. I would usually use nearly all sunflower oil, which is tasteless, and then a little bit of olive oil. Too much olive oil, and I find it's just a bit too strong. So then whisk up the egg yolks with the lime juice, the mustard and the salt, and very slowly and gradually add in the oil, allowing it to emulsify as it goes in. That's the mayonnaise made. I'm just going to chop up some coriander. Give it a stir. Okay. So I'll put some coriander mayonnaise into a bowl. Put that on the serving plate, followed by lovely. I can turn off the fish cakes. They are cooked. They feel firm, kind of with a slight spring in the center, and they're nice and golden brown on both sides. And maybe a couple of coriander leaves on the plate.